Well, hello, good morning, and welcome back to Alma, Missouri, and the Missouri farm. I'm here on Taylor. It's our final horse to be exercised here yet this morning. Taking a little different route so we can get a little bit more of the farm in. I'm looking at the einkorn, and I'm wondering if it's going to be ready to harvest next month or not. I can't remember when I got it in. I might have got it in a little late. So, yeah, I don't know. You can see we cut the grass here up around the stable, and we've gotten it baled for silage. We got kind of like a mint green wrap on these, so we'll be able to tell them apart from the ones that were wrapped earlier and are already fermented. I've got to clear the alfalfa bales off of the field yet today. Let's see. I could probably cut some more grass to Ted for hay. Taylor must be inside the arena. There he is. Hold still. How am I supposed to get you clean? Alright. Check. Alright, here's the horses in... I'm not sure if it's any particular order or not. We're looking at cleanliness and daily riding. And I'm interested to see if King and Rain produce offspring next month, which will be tomorrow in the next episode. We could have 12 horses instantly. That would not be fun. It takes, what, it's almost 7 o'clock already. It's taking quite a bit of time here just to ride the horses. It's a commitment. It's probably really not worth the return. But then again, a lot of things on Farming Simulator, not necessarily all about making the money, at least the way I play. It's what looks like fun, what I want to use, what looks good. It's all part of the journey. Let's see. I don't know if you noticed at any point yesterday, we did get some additional lumber out of our industrial sawmill. So we got 1 pallet each of long planks, and wooden beams. So yeah, this grass area out front I will cut Ted for hay, and then probably the area between the fields. Let's see. I'm not sure at what point I need to run into town, if at all. Check the cattle out here. I don't know why this comes in green when it's supposedly mostly filled with total mixed ration. Oh wow, it's down to 50,000 already. They are going through this. There is a ton of cattle in here. 180 beef cattle and what, 72 dairy cows? That's a lot. And then over here, our sheep look just fine. Yeah, their feed is going down really slowly. But we've got 150 sheep in there. And I've got another wool pellet here. Let's just grab it and get it out of the way. In the interest of keeping the spawn point clear. Pull over and grab it. So if you're in first person, you can tip your forks up. See the red tips. Get lined up a little better. Because we're offset. It's not like you can line up straight on the pallet. Look at that. A little red hook almost straight on in the middle. You can see the sheep through the window and the building. There's a door there. Alright, let's turn this around. Change view. And pull around to the other side of the building. Little tension hanger here or whatever. Drop this off here. This is getting pretty full. If I get straw off that einkorn wheat field as well, and I make hay bales, it's probably a good thing I don't keep the silage bales in there. Okay. I'll pull that out, do the mowing. Kind of sick of mowing though. Oh, I got all that alfalfa hay to get off that field. That's going to take up a lot of space too, isn't it? Is that what I want to do now? I don't know. Let's head over there. Have you seen it since we got done? No, because we started cutting grass. So yeah, I've got all the alfalfa hay bales. You saw the silage bales that we wrapped. That's kind of what we did yesterday, and then we were working on helping with that contract. I think there's trucks lined up down in town. Oh my goodness, there's a few bales here, aren't there? Somebody pointed out, and I used to remember to do this, drop them off 2 at a time. Usually do it when I'm wrapping with the, but yeah, you can do it with that baler too. That one end up on its side. That's interesting. Let's just go find one here. There's quite a few bales down here. I don't know why I went to first person, because that's going to be a problem later. He can run so much faster in FS22 than he can in FS25. Woo-hoo. Let's see. Is it quicker? I'm going to go this way. I never go this way. I think That einkorn might have another month in it. Oh, that would be... I don't know if that would be good or bad. It would be... It's not ready in August. It's ready in... Oh, where am I going? September. Let's see. The soybeans and the corn will be ready in October. I suppose it'd be okay. That gives us more time to deal with all the grass and stuff. I'd like to get the grass cut today before the end of the month so that it gets growing again in August, though, because that's kind of important. Bales. Man, I'm tired of dealing with bales. We're doing lots of bales in the old Polish farm and also on Riverbend Springs. Thank God it's winter in Ohio. Bales is not one of my favorite things to do. I don't mind doing it, but man, I don't like it when it's like seems like the only thing that you're doing. So where's a good, nice, flattish place to park to make loading this easier? I think you're still on a hill. But we'll try here. So this is an auto load trailer, but I like to do a little of it old schoolish, kind of a hybrid load. We manually load it and then we use the auto load function to kind of straighten everything out, because sometimes it doesn't go on the trailer just quite right, but it does load pretty easily, pretty well, I think. Well, straight is what we want. It's good to maintain your skills for bale handling too, so you don't get too lazy. We're going to have a ton of bales to sell in December, I think. Maybe even before. With the amount of soybean straw we're going to get off these fields. There will be a lot. So we're just going to load it from front to rear, side, well, and side to side. Try and keep it distributed. Don't want to put all the bales on one side. These are better bale trailers, probably. I like the look of this one. There was one, it was kind of like a mechanical loading bale trailer. It did like a single. I tried to use it, it was just a little too finicky. Was a good look. Not the volume that we really need on this map though. I mean, we've got to we've got to move fairly quick on here because there's just so much to do, so big, so some of the smaller stuff is just not appropriate. That's what I like about the old Polish farm is you get a chance to use the small stuff, like the really small stuff that you wouldn't normally use. Something like Riverbend Springs, that's kind of like your normal size stuff, average size stuff, and then here you want to use kind of the big stuff for almost everything. Even the basic fields are still pretty good size. You know what? I want to run over to the spinnery real quick just to check on it. We haven't really been over there that much. Kind of, I don't know, not quite halfway there anyway, are we? But there it popped into view. Trying to figure out what we want to do with the fabric. If we want to just sell the fabric, or if we want to make clothing. I think there's like a little grandma's clothing maker thing that might be good. I don't know if it'd fit in here as well. Got a couple of pallets of fabric. There's a couple of things that we could do. We could maybe put it across the road to my left here, or perhaps even better, just put it to the side over here, and then we could just move the fabric right over to it. I like how this came out. Would have been nice if it would have been a little smaller, lower. I wonder if I didn't use free mode, did I? If I'd have used free mode, that might have been a better idea. Then it wouldn't have mounded up like this. I thought it was flat looking. Alright. It's okay. I have to think about that. That would be a good thing to do. The fabric's pretty valuable. I can't even imagine what the clothing. Actually, let's take a look. Turn that on while we sit by the side of the road here. Let's pull up the prices menu, and then we want to look for the fabric and the clothing. There's the fabric. So, say 5.2. What's the high price? It's almost 7,000 in April. Wow, that's a lot. So we're actually kind of at the low point right now, aren't we? Getting there. It's dropping. And then clothes. 13. So double again, or 18. April is the time to sell, huh? You'd think it'd be Christmas time. Oh, we should have checked out that grass field while we were all the way up there. Well, we're getting too big. Is that a thing? Is that possible? We got the big equipment. I think the expansion and sizing is going well. I want to do cotton. I do want to do cotton. They grow cotton in Missouri, so I want to do cotton at some point. That's one of the things I'm saving for. That's a goal for this map. So I want to do cotton. Don't know where I'd keep a cotton harvester, but I do want to do cotton. I guess we could do it and lease one. Yeah, it's pretty expensive to lease. Fingers crossed one shows up used and we can pick up a, and I want a case, not a John Deere, because the John Deeres are more expensive, and I don't think you can unload the partial bales, the round, big round bales of cotton. Of course, it doesn't really matter if it's yours, because you can get the other one later, but you gotta wait for it until you can fill it. Whereas with the case cotton harvester, you can just offload partial bales. Side here. We're already partially done. Let me go ahead. Oh. Let me go ahead and get the rest of this. So as I've been offloading these bales, well, actually earlier when I was loading the bales, I was thinking about the alfalfa field. I'm not sure at what point you can't drive on alfalfa without damaging it, because I have like cut the corner and damaged it, and it's not like when it's fully grown. So I'm afraid to even drive on it once it starts hitting growth state. Of course, last year, of course, it might have been how late in the year it was that we cut it, but it seemed like it wasn't growing. It was showing up as harvested for the longest time. But I think next month it's going to be growing, and I don't want to drive on it, which means we should get it fertilized today. I'm trying to decide. I used I used manure last time. Actually, how much manure do I have? I don't have that. I should probably just use the manure though. I was thinking of the slurry, but storage-wise, I can store tons of slurry. It's the manure I've got to use. Otherwise, it overwhelms the size of my manure, what do you call it? Manure plate. What do we got? A couple more. So I think maybe that's something we ought to do. I think another thing I ought to do is see what we have for used equipment before the day gets too far along. Sometimes something good shows up in the morning and gone by the end of the day. But we got a lot of alfalfa bales to clear. I'd almost like to get the silage bales collected up, but I suppose that's kind of fairly minor. We need to get started on cutting grass for hay as well. Let's see. There we go. But look at my bale storage. It's getting full. It'll be interesting to see how full it is when we're done. Actually, I can take a couple of grass out. I think there was 2 grass next to each other. That if we take those 2 grass out, we could give those to the sheep. Brown grass, let's take out 2. There, that way these 2 stacks are grass, the other 2 are gone. That allows me to put in 4 more bales of something else. Yeah. I don't like the way they come out. Missed it. Or did I get it? Couldn't even tell. Oop. Get over there. No, come on. And this is like hardly any grass at all. What, 7,000 liters? Not much. Or if we did just get this out of the ditches, right? Well, and around the oh, that's coming out, huh? I think if I set them right next to it here, it would take them both. Maybe? No. It's a little too far away. We'll put it right inside. Like that. I probably could put all the grass in there. The rest of those bales. Alright, let's pull out the phone here and take a look at used equipment. Silage boss, tempting. It'll hold. What's that thing on the far right? Is that? No, that's not stones. That's stones. This will hold stones. What's that? That's pig food. What's sawdust? Or is that sawdust? That's pig food. It'd be nice. Nothing too exciting though. 576. Man, I wish I had more money. How much manure is here? About 80,000. That might be enough for that field. Something to think about. So I'm going to continue to clear the alfalfa bales from this field because I think I need to get it done today and I need to get the field fertilized, and I'll probably do manure to do it. Oh, slow down. How much bale handling can you stand watching? I don't know. It's probably not that good to watch. I like doing it. We'll go get the bale trailer down here and we'll keep clearing this field. I'll see you. Oh, let's turn that off. I will see you back up at the bale and pallet storage when we've got this field completely cleared, and we're gonna probably have to do some maintenance on that Maxim. It looks like it needs it. I gotta do a better job of getting on top of that before it gets too far. It's getting a little far. Alright, I've got the last two bales off of that field. We were able to get 45 alfalfa hay bales off of that field, and if you look at our bale storage, it looks, well, it looked fuller than that a minute ago. I don't know if it's rendering any more in or not. Oh, it did. I don't think it's full. It holds quite a few pieces. If I look at it in build mode, I think this is the one we got. It's the 12 by 19.2, so it says 420 pieces. I think it's the biggest one you can get. Yeah, looks like it. I don't know if that's 420 in there or not. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times 4 is 48 by 1, 2, 3, 4. 48 by 4. Yeah, it visually you won't be able to see everything that's in there. I probably should take these wool pallet. Well, I don't think it really matters, you know. I don't think it matters. Do some maintenance on this, and then I think we need to spread manure on that field. At least that's what I'm thinking about doing. And then I think we're cutting grass again. I'm gonna leave it in third. I don't normally do that. Let's get this building airing out. crowded in here. Alright, let's see. Toolbox. Pair $97. Oh my goodness. 5,300. It was hurting. Not going to worry about the weight though. We might as well refuel while we're here as well. Oh, so what are we going to pull the manure spreader with though? I think I've usually been pulling it with the 4755. Have I? Or was I using the... I don't remember. I'm trying to remember and I don't. I was using one of the, like the white or the International 1246 to do that. Maybe I don't need this big tractor to do it. That's what we grabbed, so we'll just go with it. And I think we're going to use our Kubota skid steer, our little compact track loader for the first time. I don't think we've actually utilized it yet. Although I don't want to spend a whole lot of time doing the loading of the manure. We don't have that much time in the episode. It's quiet. I haven't even really driven this much, so that's kind of why you hear the tracks. That's why I'm probably going to use it, just because I want to enjoy it a little bit. I may fast forward or even jump cut it for you. Was the little New Holland compact track loader that slow to raise? I don't know. Alright, I don't know if you enjoyed that as much as I did, but I liked using that little thing. It was time consuming. But that's the way it goes. So yeah, we should have plenty of manure there to be able to do this field, I think. And that way, if we get this done, we won't have to worry about it. It'll be good to go. I don't think the field needs anything else, so we want to get max yield out of it. Shouldn't have weeds or anything like that. Which is nice. I would think that maybe you could have weeds come back in a grass or an alfalfa field that you would have to deal with. Did it used to do that in FS19? I can't even really remember. We gotta put that up. And then I can never remember. This actually has a pretty decent width on it though. Let's just, we'll zoom out to max. Get it started, and yeah, actually that's pretty good. Let me fertilize this field quickly in a time lapse. Okay, we're going to finish up the last little bit of spreading of the manure. I found that with manure, well, actually with anything really, when you're trying too hard to not waste any, you usually end up wasting more because you end up missing a little bit on the edge or whatever. Another thing I realized as I'm over here looking at the einkorn wheat field is I think I realized that's actually spring wheat. I'm gonna have to take a look at the crop calendar and get a better idea of when we're gonna expect to actually see that be done. And I'll see if I can get this part here without having to use too much. We'll see if we can get away with the little kind of cheaty method. There we go. Yep, that'll work. One more and we'll call it good enough. I think we got it all. Alright, we'll lower that. And let me take a look at that crop calendar again. So that wheat may not be ready until November. Wait, that's the planting window. Yeah, it's definitely going to be September. So we've got the whole month of August to ourselves to either do contracts, grass work, cut timber. And then in September, the wheat will be ready. And then in October, the corn and the soybeans. And at that point, we'll be really busy harvesting the corn and soybeans for the rest of the year. So I guess I should enjoy this time. That is not so hectic. So in the interest of enjoying it, I think I'll head into town and go to Mama Joe's for lunch. I think the trucks are lined up over by the corn dryer to deliver to the grain sell point. So I think maybe we'll help out with that when we go into town for lunch, and we'll come back out here. We'll probably cut grass for hay, ted it, see how far we can get. We'll pull this up where we keep it. Park along here. Just far enough away that the water running off the roof doesn't go into the manure spreader. I think that should be good right there. yeah, that's the last truck and set of trailers that we bought. Pretty cool. Well, let's head over to Mama Joe's, get some lunch. Evaluate what we can do for the rest of the day, but I think we're going to be doing some grass work and hay. I grabbed the that livestock trailer. We'll take that back out to the farm. Get some chicken fried steak, I think. Okay, well, it's 1 o'clock now. While we were in at lunch, we were able to, remember how we were out by the spinnery talking about, well, I don't think we specifically named it, but Granny's Knitwear. So we've got Granny to join the farm, and they were able to relocate her little production building over by the spinnery while we were in Mama Joe's restaurant, or diner. And it's interesting, and I'll show you when we get out there, but this thing has a capability of maybe making pretty good money for us, which will be nice because that'll help support the farm. Alright, I've got all the wool that we've produced thus far loaded onto the trailer here. I'm not sure this is a good idea. I think I can get the telehandler on here also. I don't think I'll strap down the one that's on the forks, but I think I should be able to go ahead and strap down the telehandler, and then we can fold the ramps up. Perfect. And we'll just head over to, let's see, do I have, I do, beacons on the pickup. We'll head over to the spinnery and Granny's Knitwear. So I was thinking, man, we're never going to be able to process all the wool that we've already produced with our sheep through that spinnery. But what's unique about Granny's Knitwear is not only does it produce clothing from fabric, it also can produce clothing from wool and cotton. So it's almost like having an extra spinnery going. So we'll run over there and we'll take a look at it. I don't want to get going too quick here, but I think we're all right. I think we're all strapped down and stable. Ooh, brakes. There we go. So we'll run over here, and I think this will probably be the last thing we do in the episode. I will continue and I will do that mowing and making hay. So we'll have that ready to, ooh, careful, continue next month. Excuse me, I had a little cough there. Okay, you can see Granny's Knitwear building there off to the side. Yeah, we're really restricted because we're so close to the edge of the map here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull in here. Now, you can probably deliver straight off the trailer, but we'll go ahead and we'll use the telehandler. Turn that off, put that down, and then power pickup down. Let's get the telehandler off, get in it. Oh, so we lost our pallet there a little bit. Whoop. Yep. All right. Uh-oh. That better. Seems these other straps are impacting my ability to back off of here. There we go. Get that on there the rest of the way. So what we'll do with this one is we'll take this over to Granny's knitwear. It's right over here. And I think he'd deliver right here at the front. Yep. Oh. And then you can interact with it right here. And we got a closed wool, so we'll activate that because we just put wool in. But you can also do clothes from cotton, which is the same recipe as the clothes from fabric. 5 to 3, 5 to 3. Closed wool is 2 to 1 or 4 to 2, so 5 to 3 would be better. So what I think the strategy would be is to feed wool over here to get your fabric, and then feed cotton and fabric into Granny's knitwear. We're going to put wool in it also now, just because we have more wool than we probably can get through the spinnery, process it, but we will continue to put wool in the spinner. And I don't know, is it a split production? Meaning if I put wool in here too, would it slow it down? Well, there's really no point in putting our cotton in here too, would it slow it down? But there's really no point, no advantage to the time. Depends on what the capacity is at Granny's. Put in there. We got 2 fabrics here. Let's take both these. We'll put that in. Granny's knitwear, and then we'll probably split the wool half and half. I got what, 3 times 3, 9 pallets over here. Hop out, let's activate the closed fabric. It looks like it's got quite a bit of capacity. And then we can start putting the wool pellets in there. And we saw the prices earlier, how much potentially this could make for us. So this could be a good money maker. Oh, a little higher. A little higher. I can kind of grab 2 of these. It doesn't want me to, so I won't. We'll do them one at a time. But yeah, I think that's where we got to today. I don't know how I'm doing on time because it was kind of all jumbled together. So I'll just go ahead and say thanks for hanging out with me here in Alma, Missouri. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, why not? It don't cost nothing. See you next time.